Good people of YouTube, welcome back to Planet Coaster. Today, I'm really excited because I want to build another roller coaster, but before we do, let's first recap what we did in the last episode. So this is the corkscrew. That's what I'm calling it because of this little thing right here. This Cedar Point has a corkscrew. Now, it's not exactly like this, and this corkscrew is actually wider at Cedar Point. But I did create something kind of different. This one's up on stilts, and we're going to put a building around it. That's what we were going to do, but I think I'm not going to do that on screen just because it's going to take a while. But I like this because it goes down like this, and then it comes up into the loop. This is pretty fast. It's a crazy kind of ride. It goes through the trees and stuff. Everything should be banked to your satisfaction. But let's just take a look at it here. We'll do the bumper cam. But then there's also a new area of the park that I want to show you that I'm really proud of. I spent a lot of time last night on it. And see, like, the corkscrew's a little bit wider, and I think that would help with the speed. And then it comes back into the station. So I worked on, what I made last night was a really cool food court type of area. Where am I right now? Yeah, right here. This is it. Look at that. It's really cool. It's really well done. It looks great. Lights lit up and stuff. I added in more landscaping. I love how this coaster goes over the walkway right there. When you come down here, you can see it looks really nice. I probably put more effort into this area than anything else in the park so far. Actually, anything else in the game so far, I think. There's a lot of stuff here. Tiki torches, rocks, signs, trees, bushes. This is a custom-made building that I made with walls and put windows on it, lighting and stuff. And then the court kind of, so it doesn't really do anything. There's nothing there just for decoration, essentially. We've got toilets there. We've got toilets on the other side. It comes back here. We've got a food shop. We've got 2 hat shops. This is a hat shop too, but it's got a different sign. Oh, and I also discovered something that I feel really stupid about that I didn't know before. If you go to buildings, I only thought that this was all there was. But then if you scroll down a little bit, there's all of this wood stuff. And there's actually a couple other areas where you can scroll down. So I spent a lot of time on this off screen. I'm really, really proud of it. There needs to be a corner roof section of these slanted things. So you can actually corner these things off. Because currently you can't really do that on a slant. And so it looks a little different, but probably one of the coolest areas in the park so far. And then I went back through and I put, street lights on the main pathway, trees all over the place. It's starting to get really well done, and I'm really liking it. So what I thought we would do today is make another coaster right here, and I'm thinking we make something kind of like the Millennium Force. And so it won't be exactly like the Millennium Force, mainly because what am I doing? Under construction. Mainly because I don't know. I can't find the full schematics of the rides, unfortunately. And so I really don't know what it exactly looks like in every single situation. The best way, though, that I've been trying to do things is to look at point of view cameras and go from there. But I think the Millennium Force is pretty simple. So the Millennium Force, when it was first made, it was supposed to try to get the highest and I think the fastest at the time coaster. And so basically all it is a giant chain up, and then 2 big hills, a wide sweeping bank, maybe another hill, another bank or something. I don't know. So we're just going to mess around. But basically, it's going to be a pretty simple coaster when it's all said and done. So I just now realize this is completely slanted, and that sucks. So what we need to do is, I think this is going to be straight on here. We'll do this. Yep. Okay. Well, we should probably straighten it out first, though. So let's move this thing. Do I need to come in closer? It's not letting me control it other than Did that change or something? Interesting. Maybe you can't do that. I don't know. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's make... It's going to be pretty massive. It's going to be pretty large. And I think what I'm going to try to do is... yeah, we'll have it come right out into the chain. Now, the question is, how tall to make this thing? That's already super, super tall. So let's stop it. Let's stop it right there, because I don't want it to be like super extreme, you know, something crazy. Okay, so then we're gonna take it down. Now I'm gonna try to do something because I don't know if you can. If you can do it or not. But I'm gonna extend it out like this. Okay, and then I'm going to close. I'm going to go out of this completely. And then let's go to exit. Edit the track again. Now, can I? You totally can. I was unsure if you could do this. So, we're going to make this like pretty much 90. Okay, so this is an issue. So let's click back here. We need to make this, we need to shrink the size of this down significantly. Yeah, I'm gonna make it like 90 basically. Because I want it to be like a insanely steep drop. Because this is pretty steep, but not steep enough. Now, I'm also thinking now that this is probably a mistake because I'm gonna have to edit every single individual part of this. And can I just do this? Which that might be okay. Every time I make something crazy, you guys are like, "Oh, I almost didn't die on this coaster." What the crap? See, this is the only concern. Is this not gonna work? Maybe there's a specific size that needs to be for this to work well. We're gonna make it work, man. I'm determined. I am determined to do this correctly. So let's extend it. Maybe like that. Now, is this going to work? Let's not build like a ton of them first. Let's just make sure it works. What about that right there? Oh, see, why is this lip? Why is this one lip not doing it? What the heck? Maybe we can't do that at that extreme of an angle? I'm so confused right now. Why is it not letting me select this? Maybe I have to... Oh, wait a minute. Can I at this point... Shoot. Can I at... Oh, man. I was going to say, can I at that point stop doing this and add another piece in? That will it let me... See, you have to have multiple pieces. You can't just have one. And I think this is what's screwing it up, because I can't just click here and drag it down. You know? Like I have to put one down and then click like that. Okay, I don't think you can do this. Because you can never actually get the full thing. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't think you can do this. Maybe you can and I'm just doing it wrong. Alright, so let's try that. Yeah, I don't think you can do it. Because there's always going to be a part that's like... Wait a minute. There's a smooth option. Where is this? There it is. So what happens if I do that? Oh. Maybe that's what we need to do. That could be it right there. Okay, so now let us add on it. Let's just build a couple of them. I forgot all about that. So if we bring this down and then hit smooth, this is how we do it right here, guys. This is how we do it. I'm like getting so like specific about this, but honestly, like I want it to be like straight up and down, man. I'm pretty sure that the Millennium Force is like a crazy angle. Like 90 maybe. It seems crazy to be 90, but you never know. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be terrifying. Basically, we want to kill our riders. Well, at least we found out how to do this. Okay, so if we let me see if I can like make this longer now. Oops. What? Okay. All right, so let's do that. And then let's edit this. Smooth that out. And then I can click right here, smooth it. Okay, we've got it. We've got it. Oh yeah. Okay, so that's good. So it's gonna be a little crazy in that because now that I've extended the length of the thing, but it's gonna work. Yes, look at this. This is gonna be freaking phenomenal. Sweet. All right. So then let's take it from here. Let's go back up. Let me think here. Let's do it like this. Okay. Okay. So now I'm going to take it back up. Dude, okay, so that's good that we know how to do that now. Oh my gosh, look at that. We got an issue right here. How's that look now? It's okay. It'll suffice. I'm not being that specific. I don't really care that much. Basically, their safety and their security does not matter to me at all. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. You know, they got to sign a waiver before they ride. They've got to sign away their rights to children in the future. Let me shorten this down a little bit. There we go. Now we can do this. It's too steep. We're gonna make this kind of wide. I love how it just auto builds like that. That's so cool, man. Is this banked enough? I think so. Okay, so does that straighten back out again? Dude, this thing's gonna be nuts. Alright, so let's do that. And then now we'll start taking it back down again. Sweet. The only thing is like somehow I need to burn off all this speed. We could always like put some brakes at the end, you know? Could always do that. But it's almost like it's, dude, that drop is insane. Does that make much sense when you come up and then back down? I don't think so, but whatever. We're gonna do it. We can make it just kind of simple like this. It doesn't have to be anything like too crazy. Okay, so then let's turn it back out like this. I wish that they cheered when you were making a coaster too. Maybe they will eventually. You can just hear people's like excitement roaring in the distance for your awesome ride that you're creating. All right, how's that look? Seems kind of messed up to me. Like this area, it seems like it should be like that. There we go. All right. I can't wait for boosters to work. I have some great plans. Like the top thrill, like I want to make that. Top thrill would be sweet. Okay, so it's a pretty simple coaster, but I think it's going to be pretty cool when it's done. All right, so maybe now we'll do something a little cool and like have it go through itself or something. Is that banked enough? I don't think so. Let's back it up once. I can't see because there's trees in the way. Because you guys gotta have your banks, man. If I don't do it right, you guys flip out about it. Which is understandable. I'm not complaining. I just know what you guys like now, you know? Know what you want to see. Okay, so maybe we'll have it just come on back home from here. Have another little... We can do this. And we'll drop it down. That's probably going to hit itself. I never finish my coasters. Well, you guys notice that? I never do it. They're always so crazy. But we can't always put like brakes in after the fact, you know? Okay, so let's build that. Did I just take the chain off of there? I did. So let's click like right here. Okay, so then right here we can move this like that. Alright, so how's that look? I like how that comes right up against the edge of the... You would never have that in a real park because you'd be afraid of people like being stupid and jumping on the track or something. That would be foolish. This thing's gonna have so much speed. Alright, let's see if that's enough to stop the thing. Okay, so now we need to take out some of these trees that are in the way. There's only a couple actually in the way. It's fine, that's fine. We'll remove these anyway. Because they're kind of like going through the pole, you know? This one's in the way, this one's in the way. That one's in the way. That one's in the way. And the rest is good. And then we can put more trees in eventually. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's edit the coaster. Let's speed up the time too, so we get to day a little quicker. So we want the entrance and exit to be over here. Exit. Because we're gonna want to have a long queue for this thing. Man, some of the queues at Cedar Point are so long, and you have to wait literally like 4 hours sometimes to ride some simple rides because there's so many people there. It's insane. Like one time I remember waiting in line for like 2.5 hours or something like that. And then other ones you just like can tell how long people are sitting there for, and you're just like, screw that, I'm not even gonna attempt to ride that today. Because it's such a tourist destination that like it just happens. There's so many people. It's such a cool place though. It's like a really nice theme park. I love like pretty much all the water rides that they have there. What's that classic, like Snake River Falls or something like that? That's so cool. I wonder, like, some of these theme parks are pretty old too. And they had like wooden coasters back in the day. Gosh, talk about like freaking terrifying. Wooden coasters. Oh gosh. Okay. I want to keep this straight. There we go. Hey, I had it clicked. There we go. Okay, this is not open. People. Oh yeah, we can slow it down now. This ride is not open because I don't have a cart on it. So it's okay. Let's see. What do we want to have for? Nope, we don't want that. Rage is cool, but I've got a lot of rage, like a lot of rage cars. Let's do equalizer. We also need to make this station longer. All right, let's check it out and see what it's like here. So we're gonna be climbing forever over here. So let's. Oh my gosh. Let's speed it up. What the heck? The heck was that? All right, here we go. Oh. Jeez. Okay, if I smooth that out, it's going to be really nice. It's okay, though. It just needs to be smoothed out more. Oh, my gosh. If you were really riding that, that spot right there would make you feel like your stomach sank. I like this so far. You gotta make those less intense. Do the brakes not work? Like, what the heck? You gotta make those hills less intense. It's so like up and over so fast. Yeah, so let's try it. Let's attempt to fix this. Cause I do want to have it like. I do want to have it a lot better. Okay, so there's the first thing. Okay, so what happens if I do that, we smooth this section out. Smooth this section out. That might have actually fixed it right there. I think it did. Well, this is a little wacky. Okay, I think that fixed it. It's pretty much straight down. Now, the only other thing would be if we can somehow kind of make this less intense going up and over. That's not too bad. That was a simple fixed. I just said fixed. That's a simple fixed. You guys, it's simple fixed, okay? Smooth that out. Smooth. Right there. We could also do it on this side a little bit. There we go. There was one other thing. Oh yeah, this tree right here. And then everything else should be okay, I think. Yeah, like, do the brakes not even work, or are we just going so fast that it doesn't even like slow you down at all? I mean, it seems like it should. It seems like it should be a lot more intense than that. But okay, I think this ride is good to open. So let's go ahead and put our path here. Let's also shrink that down a bit. Can you back up, please? There we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that, and then I think it's 5. Nope, it's 6. What? I feel like they changed something. Oh, is it it's because of the length. Is that still not wide enough? There we go. We gotta delete one of those so it doesn't get all wacky. Oh, that's kind of cool. Look at that. Oh, because I still have it as wide, but that's actually kind of cool. Okay, so then let's go ahead and let's open this ride. This will get more people down this side of the park. And the trains. Oh, you know why it's making that noise? Because it's on the brakes. So we probably have to do rage. Plus it fits anyway, you know? Okay, never mind. I guess it's just making that noise no matter what. Okay, so what we probably need to do is... let's get some people on this thing. Come on down here, people. Get on this ride. Nobody comes down here. People are slowly coming. You guys are you're the first people here. Braving the ride. And then we'll test it out one more time just to make sure it works well. Look at that queue. It's nice. So long. The queue lines at Cedar Point are ridiculous. Like, when they plan out a ride, they have to plan out the queue positioning and stuff too, you know? And how many people... what, really? It's going to take it with just that many people on? What the heck? They would never do that. No amusement park would ever do that. Let's see what cinematic mode's like. You know, though, I like cinematic mode, but I really like first person too. We'll do it from the perspective of the car. Here we go. Oh my gosh. Yes. Okay, let's see what these are like now. Okay, that's a lot better. You still get the stomach sinking feeling there though, going up and over that so fast. That was a lot better. That I think that one was better because I also changed it on the backside too. Oh, there we go. Nice. Now the brakes are working. We have so much speed. Sweet. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. This is like, you know, somewhat like the Millennium Force. Not really. It's totally different. But I'm just going to call it that. And hopefully people don't get mad at me for calling it that. I'll say like building a Millennium Force-like ride. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, click that thumbs up button below. Feel free to subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you guys in the next one.